edition of The Naked Truth. My name is Ramon Roan.
My name is John Singletary.
And we'd first like to thank you for watching this video. And we'd like to ask you to please subscribe to this video, to this channel. Please share and like. And we would like to, as we want to bring you more relevant topics concerning to citizens of this country, all citizens of this country. Mm-hmm. The title of this video is Felons Can Vote in the State of South Carolina. John and I, we were recently in a neighborhood, predominantly black neighborhood, and we ran into about 10, maybe 11 young black men. It's about middle of the day.
About middle of the day.
Yeah, and we started talking to them about the issues concerning the administration, the mayoral administration here in North Charleston, and we want to encourage them to vote. Hey, are you registered to vote? And one of the brothers, if you remember, John, said that I can't vote because I'm a felon.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not true. He doesn't know.
Right, there's some misinformation concerning
right.
felons and voting in South Carolina.
Right, and so what's important and I looked it up online. There are many states that do allow. There's some states, I think there are like 2 states that you can actually vote in jail. Mm-hmm. But in the state of South Carolina, and I'm gonna read it to you right now. This is on the South Carolina Votes.org website. Any person who is convicted of a felony or an offense against the election laws is not qualified or registered to vote unless the disqualification has been removed by the service of the sentence or sooner pardon. A service of sentence includes completion of any prison or jail time, probation, parole, and payment of restitution. So, anyone, if after you have served your time, and I'm going to read on here, after you serve your time, either parole, jail time, or pardon or probation, you can vote. Now, once a person who was convicted of a felony or offense against the election laws serves his sentence, he may register to vote. To register, the applicant must submit a new voter registration application to his county voter registration office. To participate in any particular election, the applicant must submit the application prior to the 30-day voter registration deadline for that election. In applying, the registrant is swearing under penalty of perjury that he is qualified to register, including having completed his entire sentence. County voter registration boards must be satisfied that the applicant meets the qualifications, and in some cases could require a person who has lost his voting rights due to conviction to provide some proof that he has completed his sentence. What I read recently is that they don't, once a person has completed their probation, completed their parole, they don't let them know that, hey, you can now have your right to vote.
No, we have to educate our own people.
Unfortunately, we have to. So they should have some kind of notice. Hey, you have completed your probation or your parole period. Now here are the rights that you now have retained or regained. But they don't do that, and in large part, those people tend to be black and brown people.
Well, you're absolutely right. That's why we have to educate our people on what the voting laws are. New voting laws, of course, you have to bring up ID. We want to make sure that we register people.
Right.
When it comes to felons, though, let's go a little further. Mm-hmm. The right to vote allows you to be involved in the process that deals with the administration of government. Now, if you're a felon and you're on probation, or if you're on parole, then you can't vote. But that does not mean that you can't impact the administration of your government. say I were a felon. If I could not vote, then what I would do is I would go out and find 3 people who have not voted, who can vote, and I would convince them to vote for the candidates in the best interest of my community. That way, even though I may not have a single vote, I have an impact on the administration. We know that traditionally 10 to 12% of the people are going to come forth in terms of voting. North Charleston, 10 to 12%, that's 10,000 people out of the 100,000. So that means that you're still left with 90%. You're still left with another 90,000 people that you have an opportunity to go out and to convince 3 or 4. That way, you get more than one vote. What you've done is you've impacted at least 3 other people, because the thing that carried you to jail could have been something that you did. It could have been something like we talked earlier in the show where you were wrongly convicted. But that does not mean that you can't be involved in the process. That does not mean that you cannot impact the administration of your government.